Hello everyone, how good of you to join, and welcome back to Farthest Frontier Extreme to year 7, where we are right now in the process of moving our industry over to this area, closer to the mountain, where we're going to have lots of iron industry and stuff like that. Also very ugly industry down here. So our soap maker is now over, our tannery is now over in this area, very close to my central storage area that we have. The iron mine has been finished, so we are starting now iron ore as well to mine, right? There's 2 people assigned to that. We have 3 laborers available. That is fine for now, right? So they're gathering the ore in here and then delivering it right to my stockyard that is just beside, just really right next to it, right? And we do have 21 ore already in store. That's pretty good. We can sell it for a profit if we want, or we can just wait until we have the better buildings unlocked. Also, my coal mine is now fully working and also gathering coal up there. Very important. And with that, we don't need a charcoal burner, and thus essentially also save a lot of firewood down the road as well with that. Now, my firewood splitter is still working. We could assign a second one to that. We should do that, as with more houses, more firewood is being consumed. So I'm going to assign a second person now to the firewood splitter as well. That's that. I've moved my compost yard a bit further over, right? So it's a bit more hidden now over there. And this gets rid of the penalty that we had of the desirability in this area. So this slowly opens up that area now for either a second industry area then, unlikely, or more houses then, essentially growing our town and also growing it here. Also very important, we have finished the fields. Very good. So we can now start this. However, before a field starts to produce food, it's going to take a while. And for that, we have a high wheat level right now and a high rockiness level. So for this year, can we still squeeze in some workers there? I think that is actually too late for this year. But for the next years, let's just go with clover and fieldworks, right? So reducing the wheat level. And for the 3rd year, we're going ahead with... Actually, yeah, field maintenance can start this year. Perfect. So it was on short notice, but it's fine. For the 3rd year, then we are going with more fieldwork and also clover, increasing fertility and increasing or reducing the weed levels, right? So it's going to take 2 full years before this field really starts to work properly. So nothing else that we need to do here for now. This is a bit of the problem with the fields. They have a long ramp up time, but once it's over, they will pump out the food. The fishings are fine. Also, the forager shack here has been finished, so we can now move it over to this area with lots of berries, herbs, and also willow. Perfect. And then we have the hunting cabin there as well. This is, we don't have game close by, but as we can see with traps, they can make some food, and it's already actually doing this, right? So it's already starting now to produce pelts and meat and tallow out of that. Not a lot, but it's still fine. We don't have a choice really, because we don't really have any other hunting grounds close by anyway. Now with the willow that is coming in from 2 foragers now, so we should have some willow in store. Yes, 32. I can also go ahead with my next industry building, and that is going to be the basket maker. So let's just go ahead and find it really. And there it is, the basket shop. And this one produces that for us. It's a very small building and it does not reduce desirability. So it's fine to have it perhaps a bit closer to my city there as well, reducing transportation times and whatnot. Let's just see where we could have it. Probably up there. Yep, there we can actually squeeze it in. Let's go ahead and do this for producing baskets. Now, people will then equip those baskets, right? And they will then carry more ultimately from that. So it's pretty good to have it, and probably already a bit late, but we are doing this now. Perfect. Our taxes continue to increase, 2014. Very good. So we do need to produce more goods, of course, and one of them would be the shoes now as well. Do we have some more leather? We don't have leather, unfortunately, so there we are really hindered by the lack of games that we have, or game that we have on this map, unfortunately. Let's just have a look around there again. I could still scout perhaps here. Yeah. And here. Let's do this. Perhaps we still might be in for a bit of luck and find us something there. This might be... But this is actually really important that we do this. Alright, and as we can see, full of weed. So it's going to take a while to clean this field. The second field is already in production, but that's also going to take a while. Boy, we might be in for a food problem now soon, as I'm running out of a few things now. Another forager might be necessary. Let's reduce the amount of people in the clay pit, and yeah, let's go ahead with another forager. And also, I think we do have, yeah, the barn. I will go ahead with the barn too. And the barn we're going to make outside here. So it's going to increase fertility of this area. And since this is my farming area, by the way, here we should explore a bit more. And we might be in for the first cows then as well. So I do have the coin for that already. And the barn will help us with that as well then. So let's just see. There we can have the barn. Where do I have my food? There it is. So we should have it then a bit further over there perhaps. This is a good location. Let's just check it out because I will soon start my next district. As we can see, there's the market then, right? So this is going to be city district here as well, this area. I need to keep this one clear, but the barn is far ahead, far away anyway. So that's going to be okay. Let's build a road up there as well for the barn. Going then to my storehouse there. A predator has been sighted out here. Oh my goodness. Can you fight him? Yes. Not doing that much damage. It's doing a lot of damage. Alright, it's dead. What are you doing out here anyway? Oh, he's exploring, of course. We're trying to find new grounds. There's actually a shoal of fishes. Oh, there's another predator coming in. Now you need to flee. Fool, flee. Flee this animal. Go back to civilization and perhaps someone can help you there. Lots of very angry animals out there. Alright, and here we can explore a few more things. There is another lake coming up, so another fishing shack might be reasonable out there then. Alright, there it is killed. Seeing that there are so many wild animals, there must be a hunting ground here somewhere. That we'll need. For sure. As we can also see, that barn really is expensive, right? So 100 planks we would need out of that, 23 logs and 15 stone. So the 100 logs, planks especially, is going to hurt us there a bit. So we need to be careful. And my saw pit is still working with four people. That's at least something. Let's also get yet another forager out. So right here beside my work camp, I might have the next one. There is though, I think, the working area for this forager. Yep. That we can move. We can move the whole forager, of course. Doesn't make a lot of sense for now, does it? Or... oh yeah, and then we have a lot of stuff here. So let's build another forager for this area up there. So... yeah, we can squeeze it in. On the high road. To work then in this area as well. Another predator attack. Quite a lot of them now. And yes, they're doing a lot of damage there, these wolves. Alright. Basket shop ready for action too. So starting now, there's the first willow in. So we are getting some baskets out of that. It's going to make transportation a bit easier. And my firewood splitter, is there 2 people working on that? Yeah, there's 2 people working on that now. Yet we do struggle a bit with firewood as well. So we should stop growing so quickly, I think, with the village in general, because it's adding a lot of problems. Enemy sighted. Oh, there is a wolf then over there. Good to know. Let's get rid of this. Can we do this? Exploration flag. Let's remove it. So that my villagers don't get over here. So there's a wolf then. Let's be very, very careful to not get too close to this. So there will also be probably attacks coming from that side and from down here a few more times. We'll just see how severe these attacks are before I consider a lookout tower. We should really also prioritize the barn up there because I would like to start then with getting cows over. And also we've officially run out of food, so it was at 0 there for a second. There's a bit of food still coming in, that's good. The winter is now coming to an end then as well, so winter is always a bit of a problem. And the next year is starting. Unfortunately for this year, let's just check it out there. Fertility is not that bad. I'm already reducing it, so let's try to actually get some food out of this one here with, let's make it a heat tolerance. Yeah, we can get the first food out of this farm here actually. The yield is not so bad. And that would be then our first one with beans. Beans have a high heat tolerance, right? And during summer, it will be safe to use them. Perfect. They also increase fertility, right? So further increasing fertility increases the yields. Let's also get rid of the clover and the field work for the next year and continue then with probably another beans, right? So that we finally start with something new, and this will then provide us with, yeah, basically overall more food supply this year. That's pretty good. And for the third year, let's go with clover early on, right? Increasing fertility, and then something, or actually we could also go with peas early on. That's the frost resistance. And in between, can we have something? Yeah, very good. Some turnips. Turnips have a high frost tolerance. So let's actually put them late into the year. And in the middle, we have the clover. And the yield is not so bad. Turnips, though, reduce fertility. So we have 2 that increase fertility and 1 that is lowering it then. That's fine, though. There is food coming out of the field. That's important. Very important. I hope this field we can start working on soon as well. Yeah, this hunter really does not have any food close by. There is wolves close by, he could fight them. But that's it. We are really unlucky with the game. Impossible, really. There's no game around anywhere. And really far away as well. Nothing. So no meat really coming in. Alright, what is coming in though is the traders. The next one, I hope that we find some cows now that we can then use in our barn. The barn still takes a bit of time, yeah, but it's coming along. Let's check out the trader. Very important that we find us something good here. Oh, heavy tools would be available. They're important for mill, right? So I could start with the milling then and make bread. That is a possibility. We got 44 logs still in this one, but he would really offer us a very far below price, so I'm not selling this one at all. I don't need to sell anything else. Oh, coal we could sell. And I do have enough coal, and I don't really need it for now. So let's get the coal over to the trading post. And then we can sell it. And we purchase what? Probably the heavy tools. We have the coin then almost. Yeah. I think we're going with the... We could also go for tools. Look at that. The second trader has cows in store. 700 would be the price, so it's really expensive. But we're still going with at least 1 cow that we can get out of that, hopefully. So I need to sell a few more things. This one would purchase what? Crossbows. Not a lot, though. Baskets. We only got the first basket in. There's the coal coming in now. We are selling all of it. So perhaps we can make enough coin then for that, for the first cow then as well. So this is why it's important to have these active. And do we have leather? We really don't have any leather. That's a problem though. But I could start making candles. This production is already available. For that we do need the apiary, this one that produces honey. And it is being provided by houses, right? So having this close to houses offers a fertility boost. So let's go ahead and have one of these apiaries here by the school. And then probably a second one somewhere over there. Here with 64 fertility, that would be good. 65. Here in the industry area, it's a bit less. I mean, we got fruit trees here, so this would also make sense, but it's not. And then we have the fields. Yep, let's have it close to the fields here. 70% fertility boost for this apiary, producing honey, and with that we can get candles out, and this ultimately will then result in us having another good that we can trade with. Let's sell the coal, 288, that leads to 700 that we have available now. For that cow, 722 we do need, so I will need to, let's just check this. Yeah, I will need to sell some logs there, but not a lot. That's it. That leads to 740 coin, and with that we could get the first cow now. I think that's good. I mean, we are out of food almost, right? So we still have a bit of fish left. That's it. I could purchase, of course, lots of smoked meat, but I think the cow long-term wise is better. The food season only started, so I think the food problem will not be that severe as it looks right now. So let's go with the cow. Cow produces milk, and that's pretty important. Buy and transfer. Oh, actually, yeah. That's the first cow. That was expensive, but also worth it. We still have 200 gold, though, in our own storage that we can keep. And that's this year's trading. I'm going with the cow over the heavy tools, because heavy tools is only needed for mills, and that's still a long way off. So I think that this makes a bit more sense. What we still also need to do, we have the logs, we need to build a fence around the the fields now, right? So having the first fence then here, over both of these fields makes sense. I'm probably even considering more fields than here. But I think with those 2 fields we should be fine for now. Let's have this fence around it. Going to take a while also to build. And as you can see, it's really expensive getting those fields up to work. There's a fence gate then here by the entrance. And also another one here. So that we secure those. The second field will come online now though. And as we can see also, the first villagers are carrying their baskets in all their glory. So that we got this one running. Yeah, food supply is low. I'm working on that. The hunter, a bit, the hunter is providing a bit, right? A bit of meat there, a bit of pelts, a bit of tallow out of the traps. 13 villagers graduated, that's also good. So that means more workers that can work on a higher level. And we got 0 laborers available right now. I think that's because the field is now ready for action. And it's also got 3 people assigned to that. Very high wheat level. So for this year, I'm just going to work. And on the next one, I'm also going to work. But next year, I would already start by producing something, right? So the yields are going to be better than this one. And on the 3rd year, let's also work once more. And then have... Yeah, I think we're going with a lot of beans right now. Another important thing to note about the beans is that they don't spoil so quickly. So we get food out of those fields that doesn't spoil so quickly, thus lasting us a bit longer. And yeah, this first harvest this year should be coming out then soon as well. And I'm looking forward to that. It's not in yet, but it will be. Alright, I think also my next forager shack is ready. Yep, that can work now here in the mountains. Lots of mushrooms, lots of berries, stuff like that. So he can work on that. Oh, and we also have the first fire in the village. It's very close to a well though. So those people are already getting the water. Yeah, and getting it then over here to this shelter. And hopefully we're able to douse the flames. There you go, perfect. The cool thing is they just drop the water on the ground then and continue on their journey. Oh, look at that. In the middle of the year, we got a raiding attack. It is late summer and there's a raiding party arriving. This is new. Usually they always come in the beginning of the year. So yeah, my tower is busy once more. They're of course rushing towards the storage buildings there, but are getting killed already on their way. It's 10 raiders. These are not enough. There's the other raiding party arriving. And that's a bigger raiding party than what we're used to so far. Alright, we'll need some better defense soon. Yep, and they're looting. So this lookout tower is not enough anymore. And that is a pretty surprising attack here in the middle of the year. Alright, it's most of them are slain now. There is another one being slain, so 2 can flee. And that's it. Right, we still do lose some resources though, but they drop also whatever they had when they were killed. Still, they looted some food as well. And this is a wake-up call, so another thing that we should be doing now really is a palisade wall. And that's something I'm going to have then around my storage area. So we can start with that right here. Up the mountain and then over this area. I'm going to keep a bit of space here available for vault then that we need then as well. That's going to be another gate then here. There's another gate here. And then it meets in this area, right? And then we have these palisades gates along the paths there. So we do need quite a lot of them. And there's another one. Starting to fortify my storage area now. The village was raided. Nothing was looted because they were killed again. And we killed 1 out of the 3. There was a second one though, because we had 10 raiders. There's the other one, right? And this one actually looted something. Some smoked meat and fish, some hide coats and some gold. And 5 were killed. 7 was the total size of that. But yeah. That was a bit of a harsher raid. So as a result to that, we are building up now some defense. I can also get the bell off again. And how's it looking there? We should have the first harvest now in, right? yeah, 350 beans are in stock. And they should be in my root cellar then right away. They're not probably then delivered to the market. Yes, delivered to the market, where we have those beans available now. Alright, and my barn is also ready. Let's set the gazing area. We're probably going to do it over here for now. The thing with that is that this is a lower fertility area right now. So let's just check this out as well here. And long-term wise, this is all becoming farmland here, right? So we want to make all of this high fertility, and the barn is going to help. This is already high fertility here, so I'm not going to need the cows there. Even though, you know what, let's actually set the grazing to this area for now, because we will have the fields there soon, and then it can work on that. I think also we have one laborer that can work on this barn now. There it is. And also we need to assign then the cow for that. The cow should be in the storehouse. Where's my cow? There it is. Perfect. So now we can assign it to this barn, and there we got the first cow now out. That is going to produce us hopefully some milk then. Another predator, a bear actually, so these are really, really dangerous. Let's try to kill it with the combined forces of the tower and my villagers. It's doing so much damage, it's incredible. And it's down, and we lost almost one there, but it was fine. I might assign a second person to the lookout tower then as well. I think we got just some immigrants in, right? So we are at 4. That makes it possible to have another one there. Let's not have it over the winter, but after the winter then, because I think also my monthly costs are going to increase with that. But we definitely should have another one here then working on the defense. As we can see, also my palisade is coming along around our core center, core storage area. And yeah, it's winter, so nothing is happening in winter, not much. We have enough food to last us through the winter there, but it's close. But next year we're going to have 2 fields working for us with the full harvest then. Also, yeah, wheat levels are really down thanks to this year. And as we can see, the yields will be tremendous for those 2 fields there. I might actually assign another one then right away here. We don't have, I think there's actually no need for a fence this time, because we don't have a lot of deer in this area. And deer is the one that is usually coming in, right? So let's just go ahead of, let's just get rid of these fences there and add another field right away. I don't want to have my food supply so low anymore, so we are just going to do it here. I need to adjust the grazing then as well a bit further up into this area, and this is going to be another field area. And I think that's going to be fine. Let's go ahead and do this then. That's happening next year. And you know what? Nah, let's not do this. Let's build the 3rd field for now, and then I continue onwards here. Yeah, and that's it. We are very low with food. I hope that we can really solve that food problem soon. It's harsher than I thought this time around. So 71 people. Food stocks are low. And there's the winter coming to an end again. It was not a particularly harsh one, so firewood was also not a big problem there. Year number 9 we have now. People are going back to work. I'm still not upgrading anyone. And yeah, it's just taking a bit of time now to continue getting up the food supply again. So the fishers are starting to work. They have lots of fish available on the lake. And then we continue onwards here. Stay tuned.